I think it was last week we were having a conversation similar to this, and you asked Josh and I, if SGA wins the MVP, will you be up in arms even though he's not your favorite?
Yes.
We both said no. Like, listen, he's a great player. Like, historic efficiency. Like, you can't be mad at it. I have changed my tune.
Okay. Now you would be.
If anyone but Luka Doncic wins the MVP, I will be up in arms.
Now, I'm interested in hearing more about this, but also Josh's reply.
Well, here's my what's the argument against him? Luka averages more points, more rebounds, more assists, more steals than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And when Luka doesn't play, the Lakers have a 44-win pace. They're 7-6. When SGA doesn't play, the Thunder have a 54-win pace at 8-4. Shai's efficiency is what gets brought up. Your efficiency looks great when every time you miss a shot, you get a phantom call and get to go to the free throw line. Like, efficiency at all, it didn't matter when James Harden won his MVP or when Russell Westbrook won his MVP or Derrick Rose or Kobe Bryant or Allen Iverson's season. The season he won his MVP, he put up 31, 4-4 on 42% shooting. Luka's putting up 34, 8-8 on, I think it's 45% shooting, which isn't great. I'm not going to carry water for 45% shooting. But my point being is that when you look at what he's doing, leading the league in scoring, top 3 in assists, top 3 in steals, where the Lakers would be in regard to a win pace without him versus some of these other superstars, I don't see an argument for anyone else anymore. And I want to be very clear. I don't think Luka is going to win the MVP, and I think it's going to be a travesty.
Interesting. So now, Josh, can we hear your point of view?
I do not think he's the MVP. Respectfully.
I think that's crazy. I think that's insane.
Listen, I get it. He has had a good year. And this is probably the only year that Luka actually, no, that's sort of disrespectful. But this is probably Luka's best case to win an MVP. And Declan's right. I don't think he's going to win it.
Remember, he's still got some rage over the gym.
I'm aware.
I think we both think it's going to be Shai.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Shai.
Okay.
Disgusting.
I'm a little more hesitant on saying that yes, Shai is going to be the MVP because genuinely, in my heart of hearts, I think Wemby is the MVP.
Matt,
look at you go.
So, listen, I'll say this,
and I don't want to hear the minutes argument.
No, I'll say this: if it's not Shai, I think it actually will be Wemby. Josh, we've been on this, man. I'm on the Wemby is going to be the GOAT train.
Yes,
but man, at some point,
they should shorten the name of that train.
The Spurs are 10-5 without him.
Victor Wembanyama train.
The Spurs are 10-5 without him. That's a 54-win pace as well. He's barely top 15 in scoring. He's not even top 15 in field goal percentage among players who have taken 10 shots as a 7'5" center. He's not top 25 in true shooting. Yes, the defense is incredible and it alters games, but just bluntly, defense doesn't carry as much weight as offense. Now it carries some weight. You obviously look at guys, Hakeem Olajuwon, David Robinson, going back to yesteryear were great examples, but it didn't mean anything again when Steph or Steve Nash or Dirk or James Harden or Jokic were winning their MVPs. I love Wemby. I think
Jokic really good defender in the post.
Jokic is a better defender than people give him credit for, and he gets defensive boards, which is part of defense.
It's a very important part.
But I point to look at the win pace of the Spurs without Wemby in a bigger sample size than the Lakers without Luka. And again, look at the stats. He's not top 15 in scoring. He's not top 15 in field goal. He's barely top 15 in scoring. He's not top 15 in field goal percentage among players with 10 shots a game as a 7'5" center. He's done I don't know what the argument. I just don't know what the argument is for him over Luka. I don't know what the argument is for anyone over Luka. Luka's doing what all of these guys are doing better, with the exception of efficiency, and that's never mattered at all. For some reason, it matters this year. Didn't matter that year. Russ
because it's a close year. That's why. Because this is the closest four-person race we've seen in a long time.
But I guess my overall point to you is this. When I think of value to their team, I do not think Wemby is more valuable to the Spurs.
I think the defense is, I think it's 15 points worse when Wemby is off the floor.
Luka's points and assists responsible for are 20 points more a game than Wemby's points responsible for. Is he erasing 20 on the defensive end? That's a lot.
If you look at that defensive gravity,
obviously, his and again,
which is it's an unofficial stat of the. Actually, never mind.
Never
mind.
Was that Torian Prince graphic?
Yeah.
And again, like a lot of people don't want, they just kind of hear me and Josh talk about it. Like Wemby's impact defensively just by being there is incredible.
I think there's a lot of more eye test with Wemby for MVP than there is eye test with Luka.
I would also say this. Would you agree with me that the offense is weighted heavier than defense? I think
I think that's a no doubter.
Yes.
I mean, we sit here every day, we talk about the Norris Trophy where offense is weighted heavier than defense, or else Svechnikov would win every Norris Trophy every year.
Slavin, but yes.
Slavin, that's my bad.
And my point is like the gap between Luka and Wemby is so astronomical. And I love Wemby. I really, really, really love Wemby. Lowetide, before Josh was working here,
yes,
I said
you loved him.
I said he was going to be the
on
GOAT.
And on.
I said he could be the GOAT.
Yeah, it was like Jimmy.
Well, I was a little bit more realistic because I do think Wemby could be the GOAT. But my thing is like what Luka brings to that Lakers team is so valuable that I don't see these other legitimate superstars bringing it to their teams, as good as they all are. Luka makes a difference in the truest sense of the word. And the Nuggets with Jokic, they're a 51 win team without him this year. They're on pace to be a 51
This is my other point is like, Luka's doing, obviously he leads the league in points. Nikola Jokic as a center is leading the league in rebounds and assists.
Never been done before.
Never been done before, and is also doing it more efficiently than Luka.